I'd like the top 2, maybe 3 things from each judge that you need everybody to consider, regardless of the industry, regardless of how much time you put in. Please, just a few thoughts.
I'm more of a peer than maybe these guys have a lot more experience. I'm a computer scientist for Adobe, has quit as of Friday. I'm working upstairs. Welcome to the new world. Goodbye, Flash, but don't quote me. My 2 lessons are this. From SimClip, what stood out to me, I would give them the award for the most no-nonsense approach. And that is so important in product development from my perspective, is find a product that cannot fail. It's just rock solid, it makes sense, and that couponing solution that I saw there, I have that no-nonsense component, and it's kind of shown also, I think, in the sponsors. And then I don't know her name, but I thought I could just see it kind of exuding out of her, and I could see it also in her new business partner. So I think that is more typical in mobile apps because it focuses you, and I think that was something that really stood out. The second thing that I think is so important is the value of design. It is so undercut in our industry. We should become more like a movie-making industry. It should be about showmanship with autocrats at the top who are directors who enforce good design. And I think the award for that goes to Bridge with Carly and her team and influence of that, along with Marshall. I really saw that influence of design, and don't undercut. Go find the great designers, make friends with them. They're so rare. Cultivate that talent. Those are my 2 lessons.
Design is the new black.
Nice. So I think for me, the 2 things are really kind of like...
Excuse me, can you state who you are and make your background?
Ari Newman. I'm a Techstars veteran from 2007. So I think the 2 things for me is really kind of parroting back what I heard in a lot of the pitches and the ideas, which I really liked, which is in many cases, you guys found ways to go into big markets. And in big markets, there's lots of opportunity, and there's also a little bit more forgiveness when you get the model wrong the first time, which you inherently will. And the second really is keep the model as simple as possible. My head exploded, not in awesomeness, because the model was so complicated I couldn't even follow the sentence. There's no way that you can follow the money, and there's no way that investors can follow the money. So when you're going after a big market with a simple model and you're basically optimizing around the edges, those are the businesses that tend to get traction quickly and work extremely well. So I heard that in a lot of the pitches, and you guys only had a weekend, but there was a lot of directionally correct ideas there, which I thought was awesome.
So I'm Dupes. I'm basically where you would be in about 6 months down the road, hopefully, where you have a company, you've raised some money, you're actually going towards the next stage, hopefully, and you're having some success. And I would say the simplicity of the model is probably the most important. We started off with a fairly complex model, and we've become simpler and simpler as time goes on, and I've had too much beer.
Give that man another beer.
And so that's really one of the things that I would stress very much. And you know what? Don't worry about failure. I think one of the greatest lessons I've taken from doing this, and especially over the last 3 or 4 years, is a lot of people will tell you that you're going to fail, you're going to do wrong, whatever the case may be. Who cares? You're going to succeed simply because you're going to try. And most people in the world don't even get a chance to try. And if you can try, that's it. Actually, try is a bad word. You're going to do. And you're going to do, and you're going to have like Yoda-like years, and you're going to win. And when you win, it's going to be great. And I hope we personally, myself, Aaron, and the other guys on our team, are going to win, and that's the important thing.
Absolutely.
So I'm Nicole. I'm with Techstars, with the managing director here for Boulder. I sorry to be cheesy about this, you guys, but I want to see all you guys give each other a round of applause again, because I started on Friday. I was like, this is going to be a terrible weekend, and by today I'm actually shocked and really impressed at how far you guys came. So I want you guys all. You guys are really impressive. So I have 2 pieces of feedback, I guess. The first one is, both of these things we say around Techstars a lot. The first one is intellectual honesty. So as entrepreneurs, be really intellectually honest about what you're capable of, what your market is telling you, what your customers are telling you, what your employees are telling you, the people that you need around you, what your mentors and investors are telling you. Listen with unbiased ears. It's really, really hard to do, especially when somebody's telling you that your baby is ugly. But if you do not do that, you are destined for failure. So just be really intellectually honest. It's hard to do, but do that. And the second thing I would say is, if you can, you will be successful if you know your market. If you know your market before you ever build your product. If you understand the pains of your marketplace and you're building a product around their pains, if you understand that, you will be successful. That goes actually back to that intellectual honesty thing, where it's not just about what you think the market needs, it's about what you know the market needs, because you've talked to 50 or 100 or 150 customers, potential customers, that are not moms and dad, that are not your mom and dad, that are not your next door neighbor, that are not your best friends on Facebook. These are third parties that are truly could be customers of yours that you're getting feedback from. So if you know your market and you're intellectually honest, I guarantee that your success rate will skyrocket. And if it doesn't, then you just know that failure is part of the process. It's not a personality trait. So you just wait until the next one and you'll look that way. So that's what I would say.
Number 3, Eli and Wish You Knew. Number 2 is ID Weaves. Everybody, I want a big drum roll. Ready? Sim clip. I know you all put in a buttload of work this weekend. I know you busted it. I know there was some really tough criticism from some of our tough judges. Please don't take it personally. Take it. You know what? The one thing that I'll add on to everything they said is something that Jason Mendelson said, and I'm sure Brad Feld says it too, is if you're going to fail, fail fast. A lot
of people have told me I'm ugly. So